because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. Here we go, team. Pilot, 64. Weak. Switch gears. Switch gears. Watch the eye. Go Bandit.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mixon with a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 72. Hey, zoom. 57. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Colt 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, wahoo! 57 hey, second.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets this one to Boyd. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Brady now on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, echo.
Brady will try again on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Mixon with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
50 seconds to Mike.
Rabbit. Alert. Hey, foxtrot.
50 seconds, Mike. Here we go.
57. Mike. Ozzy.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
218, chopper.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Small. 50 seconds, right. Let's go, D. Let's go. 57.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he completes it to Wilson, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. Brady now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Sugar.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the catch made by Hopkins. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Wait, that 53. 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We don't know what. Hey, go 66.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Brady's throw there complete. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Right, 80. Hey, 66.
57. Mike, 57.
From the 24, Brady. He finds Hopkins complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
On
second down, Eckler. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I got you. 21. Hey, Alpha. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. Hey, gun. Jim. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
13. Bravo.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, tight.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now it's Curley. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Check. 72.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Motion. Reset. 57.
Easy.
57.
Wait, what are you at?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Alabama.
Buzz. Hey, alert 3. Deuce.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Haywood.
57. Mike, 57.
Let's go, defense.
Alpha.
From the gun, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
White.
Check 3.
Check 9. Shift.
1, Omaha. Hey, high 7.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, alert.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Hey, we got Hunt.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. 180.
Right there in the middle. 55. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Escaping the pressure right. Safarian Jenkins has it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
21.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey, exit.
They can't hang with us. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
I got this.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want none of that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
White.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, gun.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He'll get this to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
11. 21. Go.
Watch a slap.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 35-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now Brady. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, check it.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, zoom. Check it. Reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's hauled in by Doxson. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
I'm coming.
Protein spill.
Shoot.
Alpha.
Motion. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, check it.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Hey, wahoo! 72.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Steelers first down.
Wait, that wide,
First
80.
and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go, here we go.
From the 44, Brady is going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Able to locate Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No, 66.
Now they run with Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ozzy! Hey, Delta!
Exit.
Shadow!
On first down, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check 52. Slim.
21.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got this.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
11.
Get ready.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Curley. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run with Mixon, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
You draw Porter. Motion. Alert. Hey, goal 66. Ozzy.
From the 24, Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 57.
Hey, Foxtrot.
57's the Mike. Rock 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Brady 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Come on, Larry. Check safety, check safety.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wait, set. Line, 80. Topper.
We got to step it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Regular. Smooth.
57 to Mike.
Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80. 2. Hey, Charlie.
Come on. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to you.
Alpha.
58's Mike. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
50.
On the run, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his man, Boyd. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Switch gears, switch gears.
12. Stay hot.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Rush in.
11.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 50. Let's go.
Brady going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Goal 50.
57 to Mike.
5. Check. Alpha.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Brady. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Bellyache went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, gun.
Watch it, 5. Come on, D.
Get hot.
On second and goal, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Hey, R7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Just keeping the play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. Rip. Hey, exit. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Mixon running right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One final try now for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Steelers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?
Brazilian skill.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flash, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
all on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.